Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, out here at the Avon Park Field, going to take up the E-Flite Viper 64, have a little bit of fun with it. Run a 2600 4S Yahoo brand.
Prop is secured. Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned. All right, we're going to need takeoff flaps because we don't have a breath of wind. Got the KM model afterburner inside there. All right. And one thing this plane's got,
Braking.
back up.
Cruise mode.
It's got reverse. All right, start our timer over.
Starting the fun over.
All right, here we go. Gonna fly in my high race, but we'll talk about all that afterwards.
Back flaps up.
Reaching for the imaginary retracts
12.6 volts.
that I don't have.
ESC 13.7 volts.
All right, we're gonna have to land. I gotta change something real quick. Huh? No, the motor, the plane's fine. It doesn't like the battery I'm using.
14 volts. Time remaining 3 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't like the battery I'm using. I forgot to change them alerts.
Braking. Cruise mode.
We're gonna pause for just a moment. All right, we're ready. Well, just to be sure, I'm gonna check the battery. I should be fine. But anytime you're not running a smart battery, depending on the battery and how it is, the alarms, it may not like, that ESC doesn't like other batteries. It doesn't play well with other batteries. I mean, it works fine, but it's reading my batteries only having 10%, and I've got 81%. So just be aware that if you don't have a smart battery, and depending on the battery, it may give you some false information. So what I did was I just went in there and turned all my alarms off for now, and I can always turn them back on when I have a smart battery in there. So anyways, continuing on.
Takeoff flaps.
Here we go.
Flaps up.
That's just a great little flying little Viper here. Want to take it up now? Tumble a little bit.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Inverted flight, no problem. You're having a hard time keeping up with the planes today, or staying focused, isn't it?
Yeah. Landing flaps.
All right, we're on. Huh?
Especially down on the right.
Look how slow this thing will fly. And that's a jet. Flaps are all the way down. Well, I think the sun bleaches you out as far as the video. All right. Bring her in for a landing.
Braking. Cruise mode. Takeoff flaps.
All right, we're going to turn around and take off from down there.
Time remaining 1 minute. Flaps up.
I'll take it up.
Landing flaps.
Take a slow
30 seconds.
Yeah. Bring her on in. Out of the power completely. Back into about 8 throttle. Don't even need brakes. All right.
Braking. Cruise mode.
That's a true little Viper right there.
Flaps up.
All right.
Prop is secured. Safe to touch.
Just be aware that when you don't have a smart battery in there, just because you have a smart ESC that gives you telemetry, you're not going to get an accurate reading on a non-smart battery. Okay, they don't talk well to each other. So just understand that. So you newer guys that get that kind of stuff, you think, well, I got a smart telemetry battery ESC, I should be able to read the battery. Now, if it's not a smart battery, you won't be able to, or at least you won't get an accurate reading. All right, well, let's take it back to the bench. Let's talk about it. All right, I have my timer set for 3.5 minutes. We had 22 seconds left. Let me unplug it. By the way, that's that
Motor is hot.
KM model afterburner in there, which is beautiful. Unplug it. And yes, you can use their afterburner. 35%, so that's perfect. You can use their afterburners on 4S batteries. You just have to line up the polarity correctly with your battery lead. And you have to cut a little bit of that the plug here on the afterburner battery lead, but that's okay. It plugs in, locks in just fine. Just a bit, as long as the polarity lines up, you're fine. Oh shoot, yeah, we're gonna look at the rates. All right, number one, get that plugged back in so I can show you my rates. Only fits one way there, Mr. Fat Guy. All right. Talk about rates I flew in.
Prop is secured. Safe to touch.
125 on the ailerons with 30% expo. Elevator 125, 30% expo. And rudder 125, 30% expo. Now what I could do is I could go down to 100% expo and just move the linkages in one if they aren't already, and I would still get the same amount of resolution without having and leave it at 100% here if I wanted to. It depends on what you want to do. Flap settings. Flaps up are a negative 100%, no mix. Takeoff
Flaps.
is 0% with a -2 up elevator. And then landing
flaps.
is a positive 100% with a -3 up elevator. So 3, 2, and 0. Okay, so 100%, -100, 0, positive 100. So, yeah. All right, AS3X settings that we just flew in. One-time gains. Roll, pitch, and yaw, 30, 40, 50. Priority, all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw, so that's a little bit different. Didn't do anything with heading. Stop lock at from default 35 up to 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Release rate, left them at default 55, 55, 75 on roll, pitch, and yaw. And CG on the plane is, if you look on the bottom, you got those finger holds there. Take your finger, go straight out, or find the wing bolt. There's a line of tape there that you can't see it, but it's right there. Put it right behind that line of tape, and that's where she CG's perfectly right there. And CG is 80 to 85 millimeters back from the leading edge root where the wing touches the fuse. So if you want to do it from this side, basically it's right there. See, not really a landmark, just put your full finger in at the end of your finger, and that's where she CG's at. All right, folks, and to get CG, that's where the 2600 is, basically about 1/2 inch in on that wood tray with a 2600. That's a graphene battery. It's a 2600 4S Yahoo brand off of Amazon. I've had them for several years and they're pretty good batteries. All right, I've only got 2 of them though, so I can't really give you much of an opinion, but I've had no issues with them. All right, folks, well, thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all. That God is good, and that is the E-Flite Viper 64 little morning time flight. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Don't get your bad self burned.
All right, folks, bonus flight for the E-Flite 64mm Viper. Added on to where my camera Precious was filming. She's a little tired right now. She worked all night, and so she's in the truck waiting for me to finish up so we can go get some breakfast and I can put her to bed. So, well, we're night shift people, so, but I'm off right now, so. All right, I'm gonna take her to breakfast and take her home. Now this time I've got a 3200 Spectrum Smart Pack in there, but I didn't enable the telemetry again. I still have the warning going that if it gets around real low, it'll tell me, hey, land the plane. So. It's a great little jet right here. Probably one of the easiest jets that I've ever had to fly. Absolutely phenomenal flying jet.
Landing flaps. Time remaining 3 minutes.
I can tell I got a heavier pack in there though. Look at that. Wow. Flies like a trainer. Well, it's a trainer jet for sure. I wouldn't go so far to say it could be your first plane, but
Braking. Cruise mode.
I'll tell you what though,
Flaps up.
I love that KM model afterburner, but everything you get with this jet, flaps, lights, reverse thrust,
Flaps.
and a not in, you know, it's fast, plenty fast. I still need to do the hand launch stuff. I haven't tried that yet.
Flaps up.
Let me try coming in from the east here.
Landing flaps.
I don't normally like coming from the east, but I'm too high. Way too high.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Yeah, I have to bleed off some more speed, more altitude. There we go. Just an absolutely phenomenal flying jet though.
Braking. Cruise mode. Flaps
All right.
up.
We'll get turned around here and we'll take off.
Take off flaps.
All right, one more time here.
Flaps up. Landing flaps.
We're gonna bring her by dirty.
Take flaps up.
Great flying jet, great flying jet. Folks, I don't think, honestly,
Landing flaps.
I don't think you could find a better, I used to say the Marlin and the Habu were the best beginner jets. I'm thinking this is it. I'm thinking this is it now. I can do better than that.
Flaps up.
All right, let's take off again. Do one
Take off
more.
flaps. 1 minute. Landing flaps.
I mean, it is just absolutely fabulous flying little jet. All right.
Flaps up.
Well, folks, that's the bonus flight added on to the earlier Viper 64 flight with my precious filmed for me. And we're going to close in. I'm going to get her some breakfast. All right, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then E-Flite Vipers. Bye-bye.